Hello guys! This is my guide of Crossbow / Longbow build. I'm still quite new to this game, but I will try my best to show what this build is capable. I'm still learning the game mechanics, so some items and skills can probably be adjusted to increase damage even more. The biggest problem with this build is mana, mainly due to the Mother Nature's protest buff. My mana depletes really fast, so I would advise learning that skill gradually, as higher levels consume more mana. So, let's begin with the skills. So the first points I put on damage and cooldown. Second skill is quite tricky because damage depends on range and time. I put points on maximum damage and ability to move. Starfiring is one of my main burst damage skills. You can use this skill 3 times. I allocated points to Gale and additional count. Now, let's move on to the crossbow skills. Quickfire is also one of my main spammable skills. I allocated points to Gale, extra attacks, and cooldown. The next skill is quite tricky. I'm still determining which one is the most effective, because every element has different chances. Also, as I mentioned before, this skill consumes your mana with every shot, so my advice is not to max it out. Due to mana problems, I need to use mana exchange frequently, so I allocated points to increase its recovery rate. In some cases, it's beneficial to have an AoE skill, and this one is quite impressive. It has a long cooldown but delivers good damage. I allocated points to Barrage Shot and Gale. The last skill is great for increasing critical damage. I allocated points to Expand Condition and cooldown. Now, let's move on to the passive skills. The first skill is Eagle Vision, which increases magic and ranged hit chance, and also provides a chance to weaken enemies. The second skill boosts offhand maximum damage and critical hit chance, which is important. The third skill increases bonus damage and stamina regeneration. The fourth skill appears to have received the new update. It's not fully translated yet, but it seems to increase both skill damage and critical damage. I hope there will be a patch for a complete translation soon. The fifth skill is effective only if you are standing still, as it increases attack speed while stationary. It also increases ranged hit, which is important. The next skill is effective against enemies with debuffs, such as Bound or Oppressed, as it significantly increases critical hit chance. This skill really depends on the items you have. Some items increase your range, which means that more range, more critical damage. The last one provides extra damage. I'll keep this brief regarding weapon mastery. I chose the last line because it provides additional damage. I still need to allocate more mastery points, but I don't have much time to invest further, as leveling up becomes increasingly difficult after around level 6. Now, let's move on to skill rotation. Always remember to use this skill. You need to reactivate it approximately every 20 minutes. Additionally, always focus on your mana regeneration skills. Always start boss or PvP fights with this skill. It provides a 6-second buff for your offhand. While casting skill, I always try to move back because I have a passive skill that increases damage based on the range I maintain. To be honest, I really enjoy this build because the skill burst damage is quite effective. Additionally, since I use the frozen buff, enemies always have a movement speed debuff applied. The most important thing is to focus on the cooldown of your mana recovery skills. If you miss using them for even a short period, around 1 minute of shooting skills, you may run out of mana. Also, don't forget that crossbow skills have a shorter range than longbow skills. This means that when you switch from using a longbow skill to a crossbow skill, you'll need to move a few meters closer to the enemy. Okay, let's move on to my items. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I haven't been playing this game for long, so I don't yet have perfect stats. Currently, I'm using a tier 2 set, which increases critical damage based on the range I have. While it's not bad, the problem with this set is that it lacks mana regeneration and has minimal skill cooldown stats. Previously, I used items with maximum cooldown and mana efficiency, which resulted in slightly lower damage compared to this set. I still need to upgrade my necklace, belt, and one of my rings, and I hope this will further increase my damage. So, I think that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe.